uh, about the Vomma Zone and the return to the Vomma Zone than when we are in the middle of it right now, and we are in the middle of it. So, you'll excuse me. I'm going to start rather informally here, and then we'll obviously hop into today's obvious presentation here. But a couple things I like to answer up front. Number one, you can ask questions throughout. We've got a lot of people. We're actually broadcasting this to a number of different areas. Got a lot of people obviously tuned in today. So tune in, turn on, make sure that you guys hear us okay. By the way, if somebody does have an echo, you have multiple browsers open. Yeah, I wouldn't screw that one up. So you've got multiple browsers open over there. So excellent, good on your side. Hey, chat in, let us know where you're joining us from today. I am broadcasting live from Paradise Valley, which is a small town inside of Scottsdale, Arizona. Headed back to the Virgin Islands in the next few days here. Actually, can't wait to get out of civilization back on the island over here. Hmm. We are cool down in Costa Rica. Nice. We are seeing quite a bit of sell side activity, which I take dead seriously, and that's exactly why we're going to be discussing. Let's get to it here. It's back. So again, feel free to ask questions throughout the course of today's presentation. That is what we are here for. We have got all of our different chat rooms here well staffed. Like everybody from here at TheoTrade is literally helping out inside of the rooms from Todd Sweet to Brandon Chapman to Corey Rosenblum to Tony Rago, Jeff Bierman. We're all here right now, helping clientele in real time here. So let's get down to business. Again, I welcome everybody to today's presentation. My name is Don Kaufman here. My name is Don Kaufman, and it was loud. There's a trade coming out. Trade coming out. My name is Don Kaufman, and well, it's back. The Vomma Zone returns. That is specifically what we're going to be discussing, of course, in today's presentations, risk disclosure. We're no longer financial advisors nor broker dealers. Many of us here at TheoTrade were in that business for a long time. We're out of the contest. Copyright disclaimer. Look, the reason I always put this up here, and I always put this up here, if you ever need to get a hold of me after today, here it is, support at theotrade.com. We answer emails. Okay. You give me 24 hours, I will give you an answer, even trade related questions. It's incredibly important to me that you know that you have someone that you can always reach out to, especially in a time like right now, which is crazy. I mean, it is chaos out there. Next in the docket over here, some housekeeping. Look, shut the door, turn off Skype chat, whatever else might be distracting you. Skype's actually shutting down. I got to get rid of that. By the way, I'm actually grabbing my phone as you see here, making sure it's on silent mode. Phone's on silent mode. Kick out the kids. The dog can stay. I'm going to give you guys quite the education today on this Vomma Zone. So, well, look, this is important. Focus on being here. Focus. So, given time constraints today, I'm going to give you what I would term the nickel tour of myself. So, there are always people that come to these presentations that have no idea who I am, which is fine. They have no idea what TheoTrade is. Also, like I get it. Coming here out of the blue. Anybody here brand new? Okay, anybody here brand new? All right, brand new. Never been to a TheoTrade presentation before. First of all, I'm a well caffeinated individual. I believe strongly. Caffeinate first, ask questions second. Good stuff. And if this is the first time that you've ever been to a TheoTrade presentation, so I always start with, like, people always have a story of how they got involved in this business. I don't have a great story of how I got involved in the business. Meaning, like, how did I get involved in finance? How did I get involved in trading? Okay, there's somebody out there who's like, I was a taxi cab driver, and then I was a trader, and I was a teacher, and then I was a trader, and I was, I was this, an opera singer, and then I was a trader. Like, there literally was an opera singer that became a trader. That stuff cracks me up. Um, I grew up in this business. I had family that traded on the floors in Chicago, specifically in Chicago, and I grew up around it. 3 weeks out of college, I get a random call from a cousin of mine. And he's like, hey, I know you're out of school, and by the way, finished up school, my, 4 years, and I said, I know you're out of school. I need somebody to clerk in Chicago. Plane ticket, we'll get it for you. Let's do this. I was actually in Arizona. I literally went from like ramen noodles in a dorm room to a trading floor 3 weeks later. I had planned to go into like medical school. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I was going to take the MCATs, I was ready to go. I don't have a degree in finance. I did a degree in molecular genetics. You want fries with that? Um, I went to Chicago, and 3 weeks after I was trading in Chicago, working in Chicago, trader didn't show up for work on time, and when he did, he was still intoxicated from the night before. They fired him, and I got a seat. And that's how I literally, just family, and I was clerking, just kind of screwing around with them, living there. And next thing I know, trading. Uh, Shortly after that, about 18 months after that, I met some traders on the floor in Chicago. One of the traders' names was Tom Sosnoff, and Tom, of course, the founder of Thinkorswim. Tom's the founder of Hasty. Um, Tom and I hit it off. Tom's about 20 years older. He's like, "You're young." He's like, "We're building a startup like brokerage firm." He's like, "You got to get off the trading floor." I listened, and in 2000, I started contracting with them. In 2001, I went on full time with Thinkorswim. So I was very early Thinkorswim, like very early. There's a couple of us sitting around in a room before Thinkorswim was even released. Um, I was one of the executives on the team when we took the company public in 2007. I was there when we were acquired by TD Ameritrade in 2009, and these are good deals for us. I mean, really good deals for us. I signed a 5-year lockup clause with TD Ameritrade. So I actually went on to actually run TD Ameritrade's education division and their 7 million for their 7 million clients. And more importantly, I got to see all of your order flow for the better part of 15 years. And that is one of the most insightful things anybody could ever see. And there's only like literally handfuls of people in this entire industry that have ever studied order flow to the depth, and have the knowledge of order flow is the individuals that worked at Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade at that particular time. Ironically, most of those individuals are right here at TheoTrade, including Jeff Bierman, Brandon Chapman, Blake Young. Okay, these are individuals that worked directly with me at both Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade. And when people like ask the question, like, "What do you mean you could see your order flow?" People, what do you think that you traded on? Okay. What do you think like, people traded on? Maybe you didn't trade back then, right? Okay. This trading application is called Thinkorswim. It's now owned, of course, by Charles Schwab. Okay. This trading application had the largest client order flow, okay, bar none, from basically 2003, okay, until I left in 2015. There was nothing that was even close to us at Thinkorswim. Like how much the order flow pumped through. That's your trades. And we studied everything you did. We knew everything that worked, everything that didn't, every strategy that was effective, every strategy that wasn't on the retail side. Okay. And you know what? We took that knowledge, got the hell out of the big corporation TD Ameritrade. We launched TheoTrade. And what you're getting, okay, at TheoTrade is the knowledge of watching billions in people's mistakes. Okay. And that knowledge of what works best literally for retail clients. And that's the nickel tour out there. Um, this is TD Ameritrade TV. It's now Charles Schwab TV. This is obviously CNBC. This is one of the more memorable times because they pitted me against Kevin O'Leary. And I rocked his world on that one with a short in there. All right, enough of the introductions. Okay, let's get down to it. So, chaos. Chaos may actually have you down a little bit. I mean, obviously, we're entering into incredibly difficult time in the marketplace. Okay. Like this chaos, though, it should not get you down, right? People, of course, are, you they're concerned at this point, and you should be. But, before I even go on, like I'm going to tell you, I say chaos gets you down. Okay. You do have to realize, put up like a 15-year chart. That's the S&Ps over the last 15 years. Okay. Let's get crazy. Let's just go for it. Let's go into the live market. Okay. I say a little chaos over here. Look, what's got you down right now? I guess if you entered in the last couple of weeks, it's got you down. Okay. The people in the 401ks have sustained 15 years of gains. You're like, oh, but I only got in at, just before COVID. Like, look, you were at 300. Now you're at 500. You've had a little bit of give back. We're going to show you. Okay. We're going to show you. Okay. that this volatility, this is your opportunity. And I cannot stress that enough. Like, this is our time, people. This is your time to shine. And not enough people get that. And I'm seeing, okay, people running scared right. They shouldn't be. Okay. You got to take the volatility. You got to embrace it. I'm going to show you exactly that. Look, this is why you're here today. Behind the scenes, Theo Trade, we're watching a number of volatility based indicators. Obviously, I'm going to share some of those with you today. These indicators lead us to the belief the Vomma Zone, okay, is cracked open. By the way, this is precisely what we've seen happen. Like, we knew that this thing was cracking wide open. And today, and more importantly, I'm here to show you, okay, how we take advantage of the Vomma Zone every time that this thing cracks open. Every single time that this thing cracks open, okay, it has been profitability. So before I get deep into the trade side of it, I'm actually going to show you the proofs in the pudding over here. First, okay, allow me to display a number of key events surrounding the last few years, why my market and volatility produced, okay, high degrees of profitability. The one thing I want to embody today to make sure that you understand, okay, I'm going to teach you what we are doing. I'm going to talk extensively about it, and the markets are rallying back up. So everybody just come. Okay. I'm going to show you, okay, year in and year out, every time this Vomma Zone cracks, okay, we are there and we are profiting. Shake off the losses. This is the time to make money. Few opportunities in this business present themselves as prevalently as what we're seeing. Okay. And you need to get in here. You need to get ready. You need to go. Like, now, it is on. And when I say it's on, I mean it is on right now. I want to take you, okay, just for a quick tour down memory lane. Promise I won't be more than 5 minutes in this. I want to take you way back. I want you to see that every time, literally every time the volatility hits, okay, we are there. We are there and we are highly profitable. Okay. And when I say I'm going to take a trip down memory lane, here, this is my first year out of TD Ameritrade, meaning that I at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim from 2001 2015, I'm in the brokerage world. Okay. In early 2015, okay, I leave the brokerage world. Now I actually can show you my live account. When you're actually working the brokerage business, you're allowed to trade and trade heavily, okay, but you can't actually display results. So here's my first year out. This is the Chinese yuan devaluation of 2015. Volatility tripled in 3 days. Okay, Vomma Zone cracked wide open. I mean, freaking smokes 212. Okay, and don't worry, we're going to show you what this is. I just want to show you. Okay, if you look up here, it's kind of hard to see. Right in here, okay, this is a 24-hour period, $17,000 of profitability in 24-hour period. When are we? Chicken dinner. The next one over here, the taper tantrum of 2016. I'm having a tantrum. This is actually early 2016. Vomma Zone, okay, cracks wide open, right? Nothing like, the Chinese yuan valuation, but, Vomma Zone cracking to 130, right? And again, this is literally from 2015 into 2016. I mean, there were signs this thing was cracking, okay? Here, the time on it is January. And again, I'm showing you my account. The time on there is January 1st, 2016, okay, to the end of February. Made $100,000, $103,780.35, okay? And again, I'm just showing you that is literally, by the way, if you're kind of curious where that's coming from right here, right? It's my account statement. Like, literally, it's my account statement. And we're totally no holds barred. I showed everybody P&L of everything I do every single freaking day, okay? So that's the taper tantrum of 2016. Here's Brexit. Okay, Vomma Zone. Vomma Zone is open before Brexit. It saw it coming. Okay, $25,000. What? In less than 24 hours. Presidential election in 2016. I'm going to show you something different about the presidential election. Vomma Zone is open before that. Okay, these are actual trades. Okay, these are actual trades where, if you look again along with me here, and I'm ripping through them, right? These are actually backspread. Okay, look at the credit. $2 credit. Okay, $19 credit, 70-cent credit, $30 credit. Huge trade. I mean, absolutely huge. You're talking about trades where put it on for a 70-cent credit and closed it for a $30 credit. You realize you even do one contract, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars, okay, on one lots. In one lot, rides again. Not done yet. Volatility event. Oh, this is my favorite. I have to tell you, of like favorites, it wasn't about how much money you made. Volatility was sitting at 12%. You're like, I don't even know what vol is. You will. Volatility was just dead low. Okay. Prior to the single largest volatility percentage moves ever recorded in history. We had a 12 vol. Next thing we're at a 40 vol. We're on fire. This was known as the Vixplosion. Okay. The Vomma Zone, you got to check this out. It saw it coming. The Vomma Zone saw it coming. Here is a trade I opened for $1.30 debit, closed for $10, okay, and 58 cents. So that's basically, if you put a trade on for 137 bucks, okay, it made over 1,000. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, I put the trade on for like 1,000. This is over 10,000. It's, you're making what? Like 8 times profitability over here. Okay. Fed fueled selling of late 2018, right? Fed fueled selling in late 2018. Some people don't remember this. Some people don't remember this, but the Fed in late 2018 sparked freaking chaos. They were calling it the nightmare, okay, before Christmas, on Christmas Eve. Okay, check this one out. For $1.20, closed for $6.59. Okay, hitting trades left and right. This, okay, so that's 2018. This is the Vomma Zone COVID crash. This is probably one of the biggest ones in history for speed and intensity. Okay, Vomma Zone cracks 210, off the charts, people. Thick, thick numbers. Check this out in the COVID crash. Figured the best way to display this, okay, this is 5-day net lick value. That's 5-day net lick. And you guys know, think, or swim. Okay, you know exactly where this comes from. You can see, okay, incrementally, this is in February of 2020. Okay, incrementally, day after day. Okay, the account jumping. Then I took a snapshot. That's exactly the end of what? That is the end of February. Then coming to the almost the end of March, it's like 3 weeks later, the account's worth over $300,000. Okay, 308. Pretty mellow over here, but this is, by the way, that's over a weekend. Okay, but wait, it gets better because in the COVID crash, caught it all. By the end of April, we're up to $714,000 on this account. And again, this is net liquidating value. Net liquidating value. The only way to increase this thing, man, this is all P&L, people. The account absolutely explodes, predicated largely, of course, on what? The opening, okay, of the Vomma Zone. Vomma Zone, bear market, 2022. How did we do in the last bear market over here? Okay, this one was actually easy. This is $193,000 of profitability. By the way, everybody was asking the account size. Okay, at that time, the account here, okay, was just over 200 grand in the beginning of the year. So the account effectively doubled. Okay, this is one of many accounts though that I trade. So I like this one. I eat bears for breakfast. I just wanted to take you that quick 3-4 minute trip down memory lane. Every time this thing is cracked open, we've been there for it. We've been there for it. So what is it? What's the Vomma Zone? Okay. And that's because that's where everybody like immediately goes into here. By the way, if people are already worried about like day trading margin, this and that, forget all that crap. You can circumnavigate it. You don't need a big account to do this. I'm going to say it again. And before I even dive into the Vomma Zone, because I see if you're worried about day trading margin, don't be. Teach you in 2 seconds how to circumnavigate that. There's no day trading margin restriction. Okay. You can get right by that. If you're concerned about the amount of capital in your account, you have more than $2,000 in this, you can absolutely unequivocally trade these strategies. There's no reason, okay, that you can't. So what is it? What is the Vomma Zone? Let's get down to business. Let's go to the markets. Let's go live. Let's do it. Okay. And again, I know, I know that people are going through a difficult time right now and all the chaos. Do not forget that volatility is a very good thing. We're going to come back to that in a minute. Now, let's go live. Let's go live into the marketplace right here, right now, because a lot of people, they kind of think they know what the Vomma Zone is. They think they know what it is because I've been teaching this for years. We're going to go to a product called VVIX. Okay. The VVIX. What is the VVIX? It's the volatility. It's the volatility of the volatility index. And I'm actually going to open up the full history of it for 15 years. Okay. Right. This is the 15-year history of VVIX. So people can write the symbol down. It's VVIX. And people think they know what it is. Okay. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes over here on VVIX. And the reason I'm going to spend a couple of minutes on VVIX is I said to you, when it cracks, okay, right, in a specific level, which we're going to get into here momentarily, okay, doors open. And that door just flies wide open. And more importantly, I want you to understand in context, okay, what it is and why I'm looking at it. So it is, when people talk about like it's the end all be all indicator over here, not an end all be all indicator. Okay. Basically, when the VVIX opens up, which I will explain, okay, the VVIX open would be indicative, okay, of being above this line. This line right here, okay, is 110. The second we cross it, okay, press everything. We're getting wild. Bottom line, we are getting wild, okay, and that basically that incites it literally incites me to put on, okay, specific positions. And been there a lot. I mean, this is a pretty extreme move, but just in the last, okay, and again, I'm going to show you just in the last couple of months, we've been there a lot. Uh, Unusual, okay. But now, as you're seeing markets descend rapidly, making a lot more sense. Let me talk about VVIX for just a moment and give you an understanding of why it's so prevalent and why it's so important, okay? So when we do this, okay, first of all, we have been talking, okay, about this VVIX literally for years. We've been talking about it cracking wide open here at TheoTrade, okay, extensively. There's not a day that I have not brought up VVIX, okay, on here. What you're looking at right now, okay, is a VVIX that's trading at about 116. But again, question is, what is it? All right. So what it is it's related to VIX. Most traders, even if you're brand new to this business, most people look at VIX. And the VIX is known as what? The fear indicator, the S&P 500 fear indicator, right? So again, most people are familiar with this. So what's the VVIX? Well, see this VIX, okay, product. VIX is real. It's not, just this abstract number. Oh, it's the VIX is at 25, but still my heart. Okay. The VIX has options on it. And what the options, okay, often represent, right, is forward risk in the marketplace. But then there's this VVIX. And what the VVIX is, it's the volatility, okay, it's the vol of the VIX. Okay, so this is the VIX and the volatility, which is listed over here, of the VIX. And you go, oh, okay. By the way, by the end of this presentation, you're going to understand everything there is to know about volatility. You're going to be like shock and awe. You're going to be like, I don't even know what volatility really is. That's exactly where we're headed. Before I get there, I want you just to understand. I want to put the cart before the horse. Why do I look at the VVIX? Okay, because not too many retail traders trade VIX. I just want to show you something about VIX. Today, it's got almost 1 million contracts traded on it. Okay. Lately, it's been having some serious days. It's almost 1 million contracts trading on VIX today. Is that an important product? Uh-huh. Why? Because today, the whole marketplace today might trade like, I don't know, 60 million contracts. So like a 60th of all the volume that's trading today is going to trade in VIX. Big boy product, right? So 1 million contracts trade on it. What the VVIX is, okay, and what the VIX is, this is a professional level product. Predominantly big trading firms come here, okay, only the biggest and baddest out there. And what you have, okay, is an indicator. And when it crosses over basically 110, it's telling you that the professionals in the world are hedging their bets. They are hedging in every way, shape, or form, and they are doing it like it's going out of style. And as soon as we clip through this threshold of 110, it is on. It becomes basically no holds barred, absolute chaos in the marketplace. So you're looking at an instrument, this VVIX, okay, that's just professional hedging. And some people don't even understand the word hedging. It's risk reduction. It's risk reduction. And literally watching VVIX go higher and higher over here, you know that the pros, okay, are out there. And when I say the pros, we're not talking like some mutual fund manager. They don't trade options in the VIX. We're not talking about some registered investment advisor that has a few $1 billion under management. Oh, no, no. We're talking about Citadel. We're talking about Virtue. We're talking about Jane Street. Some people have no idea what those firms even are. Those are the biggest and the baddest of the market making firms. Those are proprietary trading firms. Those are your hedge funds. Okay. The Bridgewater Capitals. These people are out there. Okay. They're hedging themselves and they are buying hedges like there are no tomorrow. And there is no tomorrow. Okay. And that's exactly what this is indicative of. That, okay, needs to be your first entrance to why we watch this VVIX. That needs to be the first entrance. So even some of you that have some pretty dramatic experience in the marketplace, I wanted to bring something to you that maybe you never really thought about before, like with this VVIX thing. Okay, who's really trading it? Who's really trading it? You go, oh, I've done a few trades on the VIX. Maybe a couple. Who's trading 1 million contracts today in the VIX? Okay, only the biggest and baddest of them all. That's it. Okay, this is an algorithmically driven product, meaning there's just computers out there. Computers are even freaking out. Okay, and that is big. That is big, and it means a lot when this thing cracks 110. And 110 is a threshold that we have watched for a considerable period of time. Okay. By the way, this is not like, when we came in the presentation, the return of the Vomma Zone. Okay. This ain't our first rodeo. We've been talking about the Vomma Zone, okay, since Theo Trade kicked off, 10 years ago. Literally in 2016, we're like, we opened, Theo Trade into, okay, sheer and utter chaos in 2016. We were in the Vomma Zone here. So yeah, we've been talking about it literally since the first day that we launched Theo Trade, right? So we're in it right now and we're deep in it. Okay. What matters is that we spiked. What doesn't matter is that we've come back down, because here's the thinking. Everybody that's anybody has already got their risk mitigation on, meaning it's like they already put their helmet on. Okay. And that helmet took us to 140. Okay. But you're already in the throes of chaos and you're going to stay there for a period of time. Doesn't matter what happens right now. It matters what did happen. We hit 140. Okay. So what is it? Well, unfortunately, that means the professional trading world, helmets are on, people. Helmets are on. Do you have your helmet on? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about right now? You're like, we're going to take you a little further. Now we're going to take you a little further. So went to the markets, went live, just showed you just brief. This VVIX cracking 110 is critical. I'm going to give you a lot more background. So we're going through a tough time. Some people are really getting knocked around. Again, in this chaos, as I said, volatility is good if you know the right strategies. Okay, if you know how to deploy the strategies, if you know what to deploy the strategies around. And I say, this monkey knows volatility trading. Okay. By the way, that's me. I initially, when putting this slide together, like I put a picture of myself, sorry, it didn't do justice. Okay. That's me. I still carry the one, I guess, the roots of Think or Swim. We used to send monkeys out in the mail. Okay. This does it for me. It just does it for me. So it's the monkey. Okay. So it's like a monkey with an iPad over there. This monkey knows volatility trading. This is where I live. This is what I breathe. This is what I eat, sleep. Okay. I don't sleep much during volatility. Let's get into it. Let's actually explain a little bit more about volatility. It'll actually give you more insight to VVIX, more insight to everything that's going on right now. First thing I want to talk about, okay, is this. Volatility is just risk. So, when we talk about the term volatility, okay, it's talking about risk, and we start like it's not, Wall Street always comes up with softer, gentler ways to say risk, okay, because they don't want to come out and like, hey, what's the risk today? They go, hey, what's the vol today? What's the vol, right? They even like shorten that. What's the volatility today? What they're saying is, what's the risk today? Okay, let me ask everybody in here a question, right? Everybody, and please do answer. What has the risk, okay, aka volatility, been in the markets? Okay. Where have we been lately? Hmm? Anybody? Anybody? So where's the risk been in the market? Okay. By the way, I love what somebody's asking in here. Where was Vomma? Okay. Analysis of the VIX of the VIX. There was no at that time. Okay. In calculating back though over time, uh, we were at like 230, 240 during the financial crisis on the Vomma. Okay. So it's been huge. Okay. It's been absolutely huge. It's there's no question that the risk is taken off. But time out for a second. You want to know something interesting about that? When I say time out, I mean like literally like time out. Okay. Do you realize that the VIX is only at 25? The VIX is only at 25. Raggy. Like, I mean, because we're all looking at this and we're thinking like, oh, the crap is hitting the fan out there and it's getting real. Let me open up like a 15-year VIX. Let me open a 15-year VIX. Now, can you see over the last 15 years? Close up this left side bar here, right? Let's get crazy. All right. So let's close up the left side bar. This is where volatility presently is. Okay. Is it high? Yeah, all right. Man, we spent a lot of time up here, back here. We spent, just brief and fleeting moments. So if you actually look back at the history of the VIX, it's towards the higher edge. Okay. But the average in VIX has been closer to 20 since inception. I actually opened up the entire history of the VIX. This is regression analysis. It's obviously the crash of 87. Average has actually been closer to where we are right now. 20, 23, depending upon which math you want to use. So to say that volatility is sky high right now probably is a little bit of a misnomer. Okay. But look, this is where the rubber has to meet the road. How's this stuff ran like, risk? You got to translate it to profit, right? So let's talk about what implied volatility can do for you. So this is an age-old, I guess, synopsis of volatility that I've used because it's so important. Like, don't even worry about the screens. Who cares about where markets are right now? It's chaos out there. It is. Okay. This is important. This is really important. So when people look at volatility, all right, kind of get this all wrong. So let's say that volatility was 20%. I think that volatility being 20% is a very easy number to understand. So I'm actually going to take you through a great, great example in here. So here's a stock, and the stock is trading right at 100. Fair enough. By the way, I call every fictitious stock, I call it stock. Okay. Stock, okay, has a 20% vol. By the way, we call volatility vol. Like, what does that mean? So here's the thing that most people don't understand about volatility. Okay. Volatility is such a you like look up in the sky, you're like, oh, the volatility is 25%. Okay. Like, look in the VIX right now. Oh, the VIX is 25%. What does that even mean? What does 25 VIX even mean? You go, well, it means that the volatility is 25%. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm asking. What does that mean in context? I'm going to tell you exactly what it means in context. Okay. And it means in context, okay, it's standard deviation. Some people are like, what? Yeah. Did you know that a vol of 20%, okay, means that that stock or market, in this case, we could talk about the whole market, is going to move, okay, up 20% or down 20% within 1 year. That's what volatility actually means. That's why it's always quoted in percentage terms. Okay. You know that only like handful of people actually know that, right? I mean, still people like there's a lot of people that just trade stock and they go through their life just trading stock and like sometimes ignorance is bliss. But like in a time like right now, when I'm telling you, you understand this, this can translate to money, pay attention because so few people understand, okay, like, oh, it's 68% of the time. Where's the 68% of the time? Look, okay, I'm not pulling numbers out of thin air over here. Volatility, okay, is movement. Volatility, in the end, volatility is not just risk, okay? It's movement, okay? It's literally movement on the screen. That's okay. That's what volatility happens to be. So when you look at a volatility and the volatility says 20%, you go, oh, to me, when I think of volatility, okay, it immediately equates not even to risk, it equates to what's the motion, okay? Look around for a second. You want to see some volatile products? right? We can show you like, because here, what if the vol wasn't 20? What if the vol shot to 40? Holy crap. That means the stock can go from 100. Okay. This thing could easily get to what? Let's get crazy. It's going up to like 140 all the way down to what? Okay. And again, like 60. You're like, whoa, think about that. Okay. This is implications of forward risk, implied volatility, implications of what? Forward risk. If volatility is risk and implied, what does implied mean? Okay, it means I'm implying something. Implications of forward risk. That's what it is. Implications of forward risk. So if you look at a volatility and you say vol is 20%, so I can tell you within 1 year, okay, we're supposed to move up 20, okay, or down 20 and stay in that range 68% of the time. And the 68% of the time is just one standard deviation. Okay. But this, okay, this is good. This is a good start. This is a really, really good start. By the way, if you know how far we can move, just hear me out. If you know how far we can move for 1 year, could you figure out how far we could move for 1 month? You could do a little math, do a little dance, okay? Make a little love, do the square root of 365 divided by the number of days to expiration, okay? 35 days to expiration, okay? Multiply it by the standard deviation, yada, yada, yada. You know what you get? I can tell you how far we're going to move today. I can tell you how far we're going to move tomorrow. I can tell you how far we're going to move 3 days from now, 4 days from now, 5 days from now. Hell, this stuff's even calculated over the weekend. It's crazy. And you know what? Okay. Understanding this, okay, equates to dollars. You've got to understand the volatility right now. You've got to understand it. And I'm going to tell you one thing about it. And here's the big one right now. Okay. What did I just tell you about volatility a moment ago? Even though I'm like, oh, this is crazy and oh, this is getting wild. Okay. Hmm? Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is getting wild. What'd you learn about volatility a moment ago, though? When you looked at VIX, okay, that's actually not that high for what you would have expected. Yeah, the market's like, oh, bad. Okay. So on one hand, oh my gosh, we're coming down. The sky is falling. Then you look at the VIX and you go, oh, wait a second, we're only at a 25 VIX. That's not that bad. Do you not see what's going on here? Okay. You want to see some opportunity? Oh, this could get a lot more crazy out there. Okay. Understand volatility is movement. I don't care whether you had one standard deviation. Okay. By the way, this stuff has been tracked, okay, for decades. They were talking about, volatility as movement in the 1970s before options were even a thing. Options, okay, are all about implications of forward risk. And everybody is missing the opportunities right now because they don't understand that the implications of forward risk, okay, may not be right. Now, you can take this and you can translate it to this. What is this? This is expected move. You go, what? Volatility. A moment ago, we had this esoteric number, okay, of 20%. And then all of a sudden, this 20% becomes what? Extrapolated out over time. Meaning that I can tell you how far we're going to move for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I can tell you how far we're going to move for 3 days. Okay. Based on what? Based on the volatility. Right? I like this. Okay. Somebody's like, I got to go back to the basics. Oh, you don't. I'm going to show you exactly where you want to go with this. Because the first time people see this laid out, kind of blows their mind. Because all they're looking at over here, most people are looking at, of course, they're like, oh, I'm bring up Google and I'm going to bring up a MACD and a Fibonacci and a Bollinger Band, and it's a little bit oversold. Okay. Yeah. Well, on Google, why are you not looking, okay, at what's important? Why are you not looking over here on the right-hand side of the screen? I'm going to tell you a quick story. Okay. Here's the story. At Thinkorswim, early on, we wanted analytics. We wanted to know when we were running Thinkorswim. And by the way, when I'm talking about Thinkorswim, I'm talking about this trading application. By the way, I also have a lot of inroads, obviously here at Tasty Trade. Because I'm still real close with Tom Sosnoff and all the guys over at Tasty Trade. It's the same people as Thinkorswim. I mean, by the way, I run both platforms, obviously. I trade on both platforms. Okay. But on Thinkorswim, in the very early years, we asked a question in the early years. Like, I wonder what people do on the trading application. So imagine you built this whole trading application And then you sat there and thought to yourself, what do people do on our trading application? So we went into the back of Thinkorswim and we built, okay, the most incredible analytical tools ever. We knew how many quotes were pulled in charts versus how many quotes were pulled in the trade tab. Can I give you a statistic? 7 times, okay, more charts were pulled than quotes in this trade tab. Time out. 7 times more charts were pulled. Meaning people were like, look at the pretty picture. Look at the pretty picture versus going to a trade tab and looking at the most important information on the screen. Okay. Don't you think that that number is important? I'm going to show you what it means. Okay. Right now and all the implications of it. Okay. So you have this thing called expected move. That's what we're just looking at. Before I go any further, like you're like, well, okay, so we can measure volatility. Golf clap. Sounds like a party. How are you going to use it? How are you going to use it? Because understanding implied volatility is a step in the right direction. How does this stuff actually translate into profitability? How does it translate into profitability? Because I'm going to bring you into a trading concept less than 1% of market participants actually aware exists. Even let's figure out how to actually trade the concept. Okay, we're going to go live again. We're going to look at expected move in motion. We're going to look at expected move in motion now. Okay, what I'm showing you is no longer going to be Google. Let's go to the mother of all products. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the mother of all products. What is it? It is the SPX. The only reason I'm showing you the SPX, this is the S&P 500, okay? That's the big boy, S&P 500. The expected move this week in the S&P 500, maybe you'll find this information useful, maybe you won't. The expected move this week, not my number, taken directly from Thinkorswim, was $152 and change. That's the expected move this week, okay? Is that information insightful? Okay. Well, if I took the $152, I'm going to show you exactly what it does. Close this up for a second. Okay. If I took the $152 and I plotted the $152 on a screen, this right here is where the week started. Okay. This is up $152. This is down. Okay. $152. Okay. The expected move is looked at by the entire trading arena. Basically, everybody that's anybody in this business looks at expected move, and they're all looking at $152. Okay. In the midst of what you think is such a wild and woolly week. Okay. I just want to bring you in, like, how do you get, degrees of profitability from this stuff? Why don't you bring you in on something? This is a 1 day, 1 minute chart. 1 day, 1 minute chart. I'm going to bring it up, okay, over the last just 3 days. That's it. 1 day, 1 minute over the last 3 days. Okay. We're going to go back literally to the beginning of the week on Monday. On Monday, what did the market do? Okay. What did the market do on Monday? It tanked. Like, how else do we put this? Everybody's like, it's going to rally. It tanked. You see this line right here? Okay. That line is exactly $152 lower than it was on Friday. We dipped, okay, and ripped and came right back to it. Okay. We came into Tuesday. Where did we open Tuesday? Okay. Down $152 in the week on it. Broke off, came back, broke off, came back, sat on it, faded. Okay. Where did we open? All right. Oh, we opened on the expected move on Wednesday, faded, came back, did a little dance, made a little love, got down tonight. Okay. Hold on. I ain't done. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. All of the trade, all of it in the midst of volatility is centering around, okay, this expected move. Today, we actually shattered below it. Today, we shattered below it. Now, this is serious. One of two things happens here, okay? You rally, you're coming right back to 5620 in the S&Ps. You're coming back to 56. You think that that's not important? This SPX, you come back to 5620, you can actually lay a trade on that one. Holy crap. You're going to make like, 400 or 500% if you know what you're doing on the trade. Okay. By the way, people, whatever, 400 or 500%. Yeah, let me show you. That's what it is right there. It's called an SPX. Okay. This is the 3 trades a week alert. Okay. That's all based on a little bit of homework. By the way, that's just this week. That's just this week. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Let's actually look back more than let's look back the last 20 days and let's look back at like 10 minutes. And I want you to see, okay, how much time we spend ebbing and flowing right into the expected move. Okay. Literally, volatility starts to hit. Look where we were all last week. Last week is just perfect. Last week, that's the start of the week. Boom, we hit the lower edge. Boom, we hit the lower edge. Boom, we hit the lower edge. Broke off it towards the end of the week. That's kind of where we are right now. Okay. Multiple occurrences of this. This, okay, that's only one use of it. You guys want to see something else really interesting on here? Okay. By the way, somebody said, is that trade still can still be profitable? I don't know. Let's go look. Okay. In all seriousness, if like you think we're gonna have a rip and rally today, right? You want to see the trade over there? Okay. The trade would actually be able to wrap. Okay, 5620, 5620. See if I can actually build a trade. I have been challenged during a live event. Okay. Ooh, $15 wide butterfly, $15 wide butterfly. By the way, I want to make sure we get it right. Okay. Before I execute, it's called butterfly, 5620. Okay. 5620 is the actual central strike. It's $15 wide butterfly. Routing into the SPX in the middle of traffic here, meaning that this is going to be some heavy volatility. I'm going to give him a little bit of edge. Okay. I think I could actually grab this thing for somewhere in the neighborhood. Again, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 cents. This trade should fill. Okay. He shoots. Are they going to fill me? He scores. Filled. Okay. You know what that is? Okay. That's a butterfly. That's not for tomorrow. That's actually for today. So what's the worst that's going to happen? This is the cash settled instrument. If I miss it, I miss it. Okay. I just spent $30. Okay. To be able to make what? I can make as much. Here, let's show you the trade. I just spent $30. You hit confirm and send. Okay. I can make as much as almost 1,500 off the trade. Okay. Why wouldn't you do that? Maybe we rally, maybe we don't. But you know what? If we do rally, okay, there's an incredibly high probability that we're going to come right back in and around this. Okay. If we get there, perfect. And I'll tell you what, they're like, but what if we do right through it? Yeah, I'll be here and I'll be the one getting out of it. I mean, this trade, we only have an hour left in the trading day. Okay. Ooh, I like it. Okay. What's the worst that's going to happen? What am I going to do? Lose $30? It's still my heart. I'd take that trade all day long. And apparently twice on Thursday. Okay. All day long, I would do that trade. Love that kind of stuff. That's based around expected move, but there's so many other implications of this. Okay. You want a really crazy one? If you're worried about your 401k right now, if you're literally worried about your 401k, I'm going to show you something. Okay. Your 401k, you're like, oh, I'm at risk right now and I'm freaking out. Follow along with me. Go about 30 days out. The S&P is positioned to move $30 in the next approximately 30 days. Okay. Think about the implications of forward risk. It basically said in the next 30 days, a normal move, okay, it's what? Like, what's $30 against a $553 product? The implications are pretty big. You're looking at like substantiated moves of what? 7+%. That would be normal. So what I'm saying over here is you're using this number, this expected move now to help you manage risk. Okay. To help you manage risk. Okay. You're actually using expected move. By the way, I could go on all day long. The number, okay, of uses of expected move, endless. It all starts, okay, with just the easiest idea. And the easiest idea, and we go back over here for a second, is that all you're doing is extrapolating this volatility, okay, into what? Forward risk. You're extrapolating the idea that the option marketplace, okay, is smart. And people they don't understand. What do you mean the option marketplace is smart? Here's the spiders today. And the spiders, have almost 10 million contracts. The whole market today is going to do 60, 70 million contracts. The spiders are doing almost 10 million contracts today. Okay. I don't care whether we tank, but I'll tell you what, it is what it is, 10 million contracts. Okay. That's billions and billions of dollars. Trust the numbers you see on the screen. Trust what you see on the screen over here. Why? Because it's the best indication of forward risk that you are being afforded by any indicator. Want to know why that's the best indication? Because it's real skin in the game. Okay. And in a time like this, you need it. That's how we're hitting trades like this. This is 3 trades a week. This is an alert service. Okay. Here at Theo Trade. Every trade I am talking about right now, okay, is in 3 trades a week. When I say 3 trades a week, it's me. I'm doing 3 trades a week. Okay. One of the trades I like to send out is an SPX butterfly, right? This is every $60 invested. I got back 175. This is 192% return. This one took 2 days. Okay. Here's another one. By the way, I want to be clear. I strike out on these all the time. Who cares if you strike out? Every $60 invested, I got back $205, 242% return. Okay. That's another 3 trade a week alert. Okay. Here's another one. Every $55 invested, I got back 500. It's an 809% return. Time out. You realize you could do a couple of contracts over here. So if you wanted, you could have $550 of risk. Oh, I like this. The markets are actually spinning back out of control here. You could have $550 of risk over here, make $5,000. But percentage is percentage, it's 800% return. Okay. And by the way, this one was exactly, if you look at the time and the date of this one is exactly like I just positioned minutes ago. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen today. I'm the first one to tell you. By the way, okay, look at markets right now. You're like, I know there's always going to be one in the crowd. He's like, he's wrong. He's going to lose. What am I going to lose? $30? Oh, but still my heart. I'm going to lose $30. Guess what? I'm going to show up again tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show up again tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing. I'll be here on Saturday if the damn thing was open doing the exact same thing. Want to know why? Is I don't have to hit too many at an 800% return, except I've been doing it again and again and again and again. Why? That Vomma Zone cracked open. Okay. And when you get the Vomma Zone open, and here's the thing that doesn't equate to most people. Once the Vomma Zone is open, okay, and you crack this door wide open of volatility, and all of a sudden, even the trading firms are running scared. Guess what happens when the trading firms are running scared? Okay. They start running back, okay, to big, warm, fuzzy levels. Okay. The one thing that they all look at is expected move. It's why the markets have just been edging unexpected move, week in and week out. Look at the last few weeks. This is 3 weeks, and I know we've been descending the last 3 weeks. All we're doing is we're holding on to expected move like it was grim death. Why do they do that? Because the trade knows, okay? Trade knows all hell is breaking loose. Got to find a warm and fuzzy spot. That spot is expected move. Again, 242%, 800% return. Okay, starting to see how you can actually unlock some of the volatility in here. By the way, this is just one strategy, right? Here's a $45 investment. It got back 295. It's 555% return. Okay, how else can we use expected move? These are in-out spread. Okay, this is 3 trades a week. And again, any person in here, somebody goes, I can't trade those strategies. Of course you can. I'll get you option approval. You can do this in an IRA. Any of these, you can do this in an IRA. Every single person in here, there's only one rule. You have to have $2,000 in your account. You have to have $2,000 in your account. You can do this. You go, with 45 bucks, is it day trade? No. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. And if you're worried about the day trade, just put one on. Okay. By the way, there's a great way to circumnavigate the day trading restrictions. It kills me. It just kills me that people don't like. And by the way, the brokerage firms help you now circumnavigate day trading margin restrictions. Okay. So it is so important that you see this stuff. So this, okay, Apple, right? Every $200 invested, I got back 275, 38% return. These are not exactly killing it, but this, okay, this is in 1 day. And I want to be clear about something. Okay, forget any crap from the past. Oh, he did well in 2018. Yes, every time. Okay, this Vomma Zone opens, killing it. These are all recent trades. Okay, I didn't show you anything there in the SPX is that recent enough for you? Oh, it's like a month ago. Okay. Oh, but look, these trades are recent. Okay, in the SPX, I hit another one actually recently in the SPX too. In fact, you know what? Okay, forget looking at that. Forget my screenshot. You want to see when I say the proof's in the pudding? Okay, everything I do. Here's the SPX. Okay, here's the SPX. The last time I hit one in the SPX was on the 28th. Okay, look, I've been taking swings. I've been taking swings. By the way, these trades are still open. To be fair, these trades are still open. The last one that I hit, okay, the last one I hit 2 weeks ago was on the 28th, and I actually bought it for 55 cents and closed it for $1.95. That's the last one I hit. You want to see where this stuff comes from? Okay. And again, I like to display this because you want to see like what? Oh, is he striking out very often? Is he not showing me the losing trades? Show me the last 100 days. Okay, come on, Thinkorswim. It's killing me, Smalls over here. There it is. There's the last 100 days. Okay. Here we go. Going back in time, hit for $5, hit for $2, hit for $2.95. You see, I'm like, oh no, you lost 40 cents. Yeah, until I made 235. Okay. Oh, I had, by the way, this is not a losing streak. This is actually the same trade. I actually was anteing up on the same trade. Some of these are the same trade. Yeah, I strike out once in a while. Do you think the wins are overcoming the losses? What do you think? Of course they are. Okay. It's absolutely huge. I hit one for $5. That's just the last 100 days. Okay. Gets better, actually did really well. Okay. Really well in and around the election as well with those trades. As I said, the proof's in the pudding. Okay. So we actually move on. This is JPM, every $200 invested. I got back 312, 56% return. That trade just closed, 2.5 weeks ago. This is in Jets. This is single option. This is 3 trades a week. Okay. Every $184 invested, I got back 245. It's 33% return. Okay. This is XLU. Is that recent enough? Okay. I just closed it what? A week ago? Every $85 invested, I got back 139. 64% return. Here's GLD. Closed what? Okay. A month ago, $145 invested, I got back 231, 59% return. XLV, $91 invested, I got back what? 120 to 32% return. Okay. When was this? Closed last week. VIX. Oh, I closed it early. I didn't close it early. Whatever. It was a great trade. $340 invested. I got back 575, 70% return, 69% return in here. Okay, on the VIX. And again, I wanted to show you recent trades. Okay, SLV, $156 invested. I got back 242. It's 55% return. Time out. You want to see something interesting about that one? As I said, I go no holds barred. Part of my silver trade is still on. Guess what? It's up 83%. Part of my silver trade is still on. Okay. I left it on. Why? Because I have what is called a runner. I got a runner in here. So I closed this trade yesterday for 55%, left the remainder on, up 83%. I'm actually going to whack out of that today. All right. That is as recent as it gets. Oh, wait. Tesla. 2-day trade. $116 invested. I got back 167. It's a 44% return. Every one of these trades I'm doing, okay, is the explosive combination of a Vomma Zone, okay, along with expected move. Okay. Again, did I get into infinite detail of exactly how I'm selecting the trades? Of course not. That takes a tremendous amount of time, okay, for me to do that. Every trade I'm showing you here was sent out. Every single trade. Okay. And win, lose, or draw, we're showing you all the trades. Okay. Look, you can take this information. I'm sure with enough time, enough energy, enough effort, you could put it to good use in your own trading. And I hope everybody does put this to good use in your own trading. Okay. But if you'd like me and my team to help you, okay, to really help you expected move, okay, in this moment in history, we have a special offer for you. We introduce Total Theo Unlimited. Now, the ultimate all-in-one trading education platform. So when we do this, we are providing you, okay, what we offer here at Theo Trade encompassed inside of one package. It's 100+ masterclass, live coaching, expert trading, okay, exclusive tools. I'm going to go through it all. But it also includes, of course, groundbreaking 3 trades a week service. So what you're getting here is, well, it's what we offer at Theo Trade. And what do we offer at Theo Trade? Okay. An incredible suite. I'm actually going to show you a little bit about the archives, but this is Total Theo Unlimited Annual. Okay. And I'm actually going to take you directly over to it. And then I'm going to explain exactly everything, okay, that's kind of incorporated over here. So if you will, follow me right now. It's theotrade.com/TT. Again, theotrade.com/TT. The link is inside of here. Okay. The link is inside of here. Got to make sure you have a valid email address, okay, and a valid phone number, because we are going to text, email, and push notification of every one of these trades. So I wanted to bring it up right up front. Okay. It's an annual, okay, to Theo Trade Unlimited. It has been, okay, years since we've actually discussed this. So in addition to providing you everything that you get, okay, here at Theo Trade, I'm going to go through, okay, there'll also be a Vomma Zone masterclass, okay. We are going to be holding, okay, a Vomma Zone masterclass Friday, March 21st. When is it? Take a look at your calendars. It's next Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Again, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. That's the $297 value. It's critical to understand more about this Vomma Zone, learn about volatility surges, learn how to trade it profitably. Okay. And again, it's happening soon. In addition to that, and again, I'm going through everything we offer here in Total Theo Unlimited, because if you like some of the education that we're doing today, okay, it doesn't stop here. The archives and what we actually offer here, okay, it's incredible. The depth that we have here. I mean, there's nothing close to this. So the Vomma Zone Masterclass, I will be teaching the Vomma Zone Masterclass, okay, again, next Friday, 3 trades a week. This is weekly expert trade ideas, okay, and again, that is an annual. So you're getting 3 trades a week. What do the trades look like? Which is exactly what I showed you, like the VIX trade. Every one of the trades that I just showed you, first of all, in the SPX, the VIX, silver, okay, every single one of those trades was recent. Every single one of them was recent. Every single one of those trades was texted out, was emailed out, was pushed through push notification of our own mobile app. Okay. Live trading room, apologize there. Live trading room and broadcast, real time market insight, 5 days a week. We broadcast right now approximately 6.5 hours every single trading session. For those of you that are aware, okay, we just added, okay, Garrett to pre-market. So we're starting to broadcast every day in Pacific time. We start at 5:45 in the morning. We don't stop, okay, till the market closes. If you're Eastern time, okay, that's 8:45 in the morning. We do not stop, okay, until 4 p.m. So we're broadcasting each and every day. And everybody never, you don't have to tune in all the time. You're like, oh, that's a little overwhelming over here. Okay. You'd rather be overwhelmed than underwhelmed. You should get access to all of this. You're going to get access to over 100 master classes covering stocks, options, futures, okay, even mindset in here. $10,000 value. By the way, the master class I'm going to show you in a moment, okay, there's nothing. There's no archive. Everything else pales in comparison. And I really, like, I mean just that. Like, there's nothing, okay? There's nothing even close to that. It's 10 years of archives. TheoTrade, okay, we founded in the beginning of 2016. We launched like the first trading day in 2016. 10 years of archives. Every spoken word on TheoTrade is archived. Replay, coaching session, market analysis. It's another $10,000 value. Over 100 custom studies and scans. I'm using stuff, okay, here on Thinkorswim and other trading applications. We'll give you every one. If we, proprietary codes, we give them to you. I'll go through a few of them in a moment. Okay. Daily and weekly coaching sessions. I'll give you an example, like Jeff Bierman. Jeff Bierman, every single day. And for those of you that don't know Jeff Bierman, Jeff helped build the Thinkorswim charts. Okay. That man has forgotten more about technical analysis than most people will ever know. He's also professor in finance at DePaul in Chicago. We've got him here, Theo. I've worked with Jeff for over 20 years. Okay. At both Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, and of course now TheoTrade. So he's actually doing most of the coaching sessions for us. Incredible. I mean, you're getting literally PhD level stuff coming at you, and it's all archived. It's another $3,000 value in here. Okay. TheoTrade trading ideas. These are trade alerts. Okay. And again, professional level trade alerts. And if you're in the chat room every day, we still trade in the chat room on an intraday basis as well. Again, unlock everything you're going to need to trade with confidence. Total Theo Unlimited. Okay. It's incredible how much is in here. And I'm going to go into detail again of all of it. First of all, okay, Vomma Zone okay, trading masterclass. I'm actually going to be hosting this, okay, next week. Again, it's Friday, March 21st, 10 a.m. But one of the reasons we're hosting this event over here is to tell everybody, okay, this is coming. If you're in Total Theo Unlimited, okay, you will have access to this class. You will have access to its archive as well. We're going to explain what the Vomma Zone is, okay? Understanding why this critical level ignites explosive moves. Timing is everything. Probability strategies and high probability trading strategies too around this, like live trade analysis. So you're actually going to watch a lot of what I'm going to do next Friday. Hopefully it's volatile as it is today. I'm going to actually show you in real time, like why I execute certain trades at certain times. Okay. You're going to get Q&A in here. And again, expert insights to trading edge. $297 value. Again, happening March 21st, 10, again, 10 a.m. March 21st. That will also be archived forever. Okay. You'll have access to the archive so long, okay, as you were with Theo Trade. Again, this is an annual. In addition, there's a 90-day money back guarantee. Just throw that out there. Ready? Next thing on the list over here. 3 trades a week. Okay, 3 trades a week. Again, somebody was actually asking for the link over there. So it's theotrade.com/T as in Tom, T as in Tom, theotrade.com/TT. And I can't stress enough, like people, this is our time. Okay. Like this is our time. This is when we do well in this market. Now, people are kind of curious over here. Everything I show is no holds barred. Okay. That's P&L today. Not my best day lately. Okay. But I am up like 6 grand over here. That's just in that one account though. Throw a couple more accounts up here. I'm up about 8 grand today. Okay. Now that's just in those accounts. Then I've actually got accounts over here, right? This one, P&L, okay, today, I'm doing quite well today in this. All right. By the way, at any given point in time, any given day, I'm managing right now about $2 million of my own capital in here. And you'll get to see that, like literally managing about 2 million of my own capital on a day-to-day basis in a multitude of different brokerage accounts. Okay. It just depends, on the day, which account. I do show a lot of Thinkorswim because the look, the feel, we're all kind of used to it. But doesn't mean you can trade on any trading application out there. Now, 3 trades a week. One of the primary reasons that people come here to Theo Trade, okay? There's 3 trades coming out a week. This includes a full year of 3 trades a week service, okay? It's like an $800 value. There's no extra cost to this. A lot of the alert services and so forth, there's an addition here, an addition there, okay? One of the reasons that people come here to Theo Trade is they want this 3 trades a week. Like, look, all right, the thing's $1,000 for an entire year. Like you're paying $1,000 for total Theo Unlimited for an entire year. You realize all you have to hit, okay? All you have to hit, I don't know, one of these SPX butterflies, okay? We'll hit one, okay? This is like, I'm like risking on this trade 50 cents to make $3. Over here, I'm risking 35 cents to make 235, okay? Over here, I risk 55 cents to be able to make, you hit 1 or 2 of these, you just covered the cost, okay, of what it is to be there for what? Like, that's 6 months, okay? For me, and I do take pride in this, okay, let's get your $1,000 back and let's get it back quickly. Let's do it inside of the SPX, a couple of butterflies over here. That's important to me. All right. It's really important to me. So if you're coming here for 3 trades a week, I put a lot of time and effort. Okay. I am the primary, I'm not the only trader, but I am the primary trader for 3 trades a week. When you see in-out spreads come out, they're me. You see like a SPX butterfly come out, that's me. When you see some like single option coming out, that's predominantly me. Okay. I like it. There's seamless integration, okay, with Total Theo Unlimited. Resources for enhancing trading strategies. These are consistent, high quality trade opportunities delivered to you. And the other thing is when I send out a trade, I want to make damn sure you get filled in that trade. So important to me. Okay. Like I want to make sure that you get filled in that trade. Okay. Critically important to me. And you can see that in all the trades that I do. All right, onward from there. Again, it's an $800 value. Next in here, live trading room, okay, broadcast. People kind of curious what it looks like in the live trading room. Looks exactly like the room that everybody's in right now because it is. Okay, trade alongside experts. Okay, every single day, bell to bell. In fact, before the bell, because we just added Garrett before the bell, real-time trade alerts, analysis. Okay, we're constantly trading in the room. Like if you're a person that does sit in front of your computer all day long, tune in. Okay, tune in, turn on. Okay, let's get it on. We trade all day. But if you're a person, okay, that doesn't, you're like, I don't have the time for that crap. Awesome. Just tune into the three trade alerts. Okay, get your trade on, get it off. Okay, make a couple $1,000s throughout the course of the year. Get back, do it all over again the year after. Never trade alone. You got this incredible community, okay, that you can talk to in any given day. Okay, we have several thousand clientele now. Okay, we're in the neighborhood between 4,500 and 5,000 clients that are in our room every single day. Okay, so between 4,500 and 5,000 clients that are in our room every single day, you can talk to them. Okay, again, it's kind of no holds barred, never trade alone. Join what I would say is the ultimate live trading environment, right? And that's again, TheoTrade Live. Now, 252 trading days a year, 6 hours a day. Okay, and we're in our 10th year. Okay, this is by far and away the most robust archive in the industry. And when I'm talking about the archive, let's show it. Okay, talking about the archive. I haven't even gotten too deeply into this yet, but here, okay, here's the archive. So what you're in right now, and I'll go a little bit deeper. Okay, option classes, option newbie classes, technical analysis. Maybe you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, you're like, I don't even know where to begin. You have no idea where to begin. How about start here? Okay, start with the basics. This is the most robust archive in the entire industry. If you want to see like option classes, okay. And by the way, I love mentioning this stuff. Love it because it has been years since we've actually offered Total Theo Unlimited. Like for those of you that have known like TheoTrade, it has been years since we've offered this. Earnings flips, catapult, flyby, okay, Z spreads, inflection point, income accelerator, okay, Christmas tree spreads, okay, controlling your risk, back spreads. It goes on and on. You have access to every one of these classes, okay, every single one of them, right? We built Netflix for traders. That's what it is. And again, those are just the classes. That's not even the coaching archives. Meet, okay, Total Theo trading team. There's over 100 plus years of experience. So combination, expertise across stocks, options, futures, macro, okay, trading, technical analysis, dedicated to mentoring and guiding you at every single level. Learn from the best. Let me show you what our team consists of. First, okay, first over here on the list, Garrett Baldwin. This is our newest member, okay, of TheoTrade team. All right, Garrett brings an incredible wealth of experience. Okay, macro trading, market strategy, deep dives into economic trends, market cycles, okay, geopolitical influences, institutional level analysis to retail traders. Okay, by the way, if you haven't heard him in the morning, absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal. And he literally just started with us a few weeks back. We have some friends in common, okay, over at Tasty, so it was an easy marriage over here. Next, Blake Young. Blake's been working with me for over 20 years. Senior market strategist, specializing in options and futures, in-depth focus, high probability trading setups. It breaks down complex strategies into simple, actionable trade ideas. By the way, Blake also managed considerable amounts of money in a hedge fund. Okay, they're second to none on understanding. Okay, just monetary stimulus and so forth. Literally second to none. And he's really big. Okay, in understanding capital flows around the world. Next in the docket, okay, Tony Rago. Tony Rago, bottom line, Tony trades NASDAQ, okay, period. And he is an intraday trader. He's expert scalping and short-term trading strategies, precision-driven real-time trading, okay, in the fastest of moving markets. He's also loving this right now. Guys, everybody loves Tony. He's on here. Again, everybody that's here, they're on for like an hour a day, okay? All right, Corey Rosenblum, technical analysis master. By the way, I've known Corey for over 25 years. Chart patterns, trends, setups, specializing in swing trading, momentum-based strategy. Okay, Corey's actually going to be on literally in the next like 15 minutes, teaches you how to spot market structure shifts before they happen. Okay, next, Brandon Chapman. Brandon's another one. Okay, that has actually been with us at both Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade for over 20 years. I've actually known Brandon, market technician, fundamental strategist, combines news, market sentiment, deep research, and identifying opportunities. Branded, okay, big time into macro. Macro, if you guys know what that is, how to read market narratives for long-term positioning. Every one of our guys has their own genre. Okay, another one of our newest. Okay, he looks like he's 12, but he's had okay over 12 years of experience in the market. Okay, This actually bridges the gap between technicals, fundamentals, and global money flow. Teaches traders how to align with big institutional moves. This is Gianni DePoci, also a newer instructor over here. Last, but definitely not least, we bring on Professor. This is actually Professor Jeff Bierman, as I was saying, okay? Expert in technical analysis, market psychology. Anybody, okay, who just ever traded on Thinkorswim owes a little bit of a debt to Jeff Bierman because he actually built most of the technical studies. Jeff actually worked in our group, in the trader group, of course, at Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade. Jeff's responsible for over 50% of the studies on the Thinkorswim trading application, brings just decades, a wealth of experience at the PhD level, of course, to retail traders. That, okay, leads right into here. 100 plus master classes, okay, absolutely like huge. Just bar none, there's nothing to quite the depth of our master classes in here. Speaking of which, somebody was actually got me kind of deviating again over to here. I'll bring it up again in just a moment. theotrade.com/T as in Tom, T as in Tom. Okay. What we did with the master classes, when I talk about master classes, and again, I want everybody to understand that this area of TheoTrade, like, look, you guys, you can come on board here. Okay. We share our trades with you. You can follow our trades. And it is every intent successful, okay, at TheoTrade, only if you're successful. Okay. We're in this like literally with you every single trade. There is never a trade that I will send out that I am not in myself. Okay. Not every trade makes money. That's important. And if that's the reason you plunk down $1,000 and hop into TheoTrade, phenomenal. Okay. And I get it. Some people just want to be fed 3 trades a week. People, I'm cool with that. It's taken me a long time, okay, to get there. I'm pretty stubborn, okay? And what I mean by that is like I always thought like everybody wants to know everything, okay? And I try to explain it the best is like I'm a person, okay, that I won't eat the sausage unless I kind of know what the sausage is made of. This 100 master classes, this is how the sausage is made. If you want to know precisely why certain strategies work, why we do the exact same thing again and again and again. We go back to the well. By the way, I've been trading the same strategies for decades. Okay, decades. When crap works, what do? You do it again. And when this Vomma Zone opens, okay, you press, you push harder. You don't pull back when volatility hits. You do quite the opposite. You press. When crap works, okay, do more of it. When crap doesn't work, do less of it. It's that easy. But if you're an individual that wants to know exactly, okay, how that sausage is made, here you go. It's 100 master classes. Okay. And when I say step-by-step master classes, I want to be clear about something. Like here's in-out spreads. Okay. I'm clicking on it. Let's do this. This is in-out spreads. Probably one of the most prolific classes, okay, that I've ever put together. And I say, well, prolific how? Okay. This class has, 20 years behind it before this 2018 version even came out. I had 20 years of research behind this. I started doing this crap 20 years before this class ever came out. Okay. I mean, it's by far and away the most heavily researched course that we have here at TheoTrade, and all the statistics. Okay. And you can download a slide deck. And in that slide deck, and again, I'm showing you literally like, oh, let's download the slide deck over here. In the slide deck, okay, it actually has all the unique criteria for everything. Okay. It's got everything. It's got step-by-step instructions. You want to see how the sausage is made? By the way, I just showed you the opening criteria, not the closing criteria. People are like, it's the screen. Okay. That's one class. That's only one class. It is definitely one of the best classes, but it's only one class. Want a really wild one? Christmas tree spreads. Woo, woo. Christmas tree spreads does it for me. Okay. I have some Christmas tree spreads on right now, and I'm going to tell you, okay, it is going to be Christmas. Okay. Christmas is coming early this week to Don. All right. This year, I should say. Christmas is coming early. These are real trades. Okay. And I am right in the zone. If we stop here at expiration, I'm up 6 grand. If we stop here at expiration, I'm up 12 grand. Okay. That's just 2 trades that I have on right there. It's $12,000 of P&L. Okay. If we tank and crash and burn, oh, I'm sorry, I'm only up 8 grand. Everywhere on the screen here, okay, there's degrees of profitability. That's Christmas trees. Again, 100 master classes is in there. And for the absolute novice, we get you started from like start here. Okay. And I spend time on this because, look, people, I want everybody, okay, to be comfortable here. Like, I want everybody to actually understand the depth of all of this if you want to go to that level. Or some people are just going to say, hey, I just want those 3 trades a week and I'm cool with that. And we will do 3 trades a week. As I said earlier, Theo Trade, we literally built like the Netflix for traders, right? There's archives out there like masterclass highlights, high probability in out spreads, iron condors, covered calls, the ultimate guide to risk management, gamma scalping. Gamma scalping is in there. Okay, professional level stuff. Okay, ratio spreads and back spreads, unusual option activity. Okay, trading volatility like a pro, futures 101, technical analysis 101. I didn't even get to that. Or like I'm always mentioning like, oh, this option stuff. Okay, we have by far and away the biggest technical analysis, a subset anywhere. In fact, you know what? I'll show you one more archive in here. One more archive because I feel so heavily about this one. A friend of mine, okay, years ago, put together a class for us, probably the most insightful class anywhere in the entire industry. Okay, I'm dead serious about this. Mindset, okay, mindset. If you are in this business, okay, if you're in this business, we had Slim Miller put a class together for us a couple of years ago. Okay, Slim, I've known Slim since I'm a little kid. I grew up around trading. I knew Slim like since I'm a little kid. 5 essential building blocks to successful trading. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, plunk down $1,000, check that class out. Okay, people have told me that changed their entire life. I know people that said if they had watched that class a few years before, that class would have saved them, $500,000. Okay, that class will change your entire life. If you were in this business, and I'm serious, if you're in this business, I don't care whether you're doing 3 trades a week, whatever, everybody should watch that class. Okay. The best class. And we'll even link you after this. Okay. Sign up for it and we'll link you immediately. It sounds like so simple. It's literally, okay, these building blocks that you need, okay, to understand, okay, and succeed in this business longer term. And I just can't tell you how many times I've had people come up to me and they're like, okay, I can't believe you put that class together. That man's a wealth of knowledge, okay? And you're going to absolutely love it. Look, the most robust, comprehensive how-to archive in the industry, right? It's 10 years of trading wisdom, okay, here at Theo Trade. Deep dive into master classes, okay, instant access to expert strategies, trade setups, and risk management, okay? Now, 100 plus custom studies and scans, exclusive tools. Talk about this in a moment. By the way, there's individuals, as you're actually signing up, it takes me about 7 minutes before I actually see your name populated here, but I'm going to read off a couple of names just to show you. Okay. I see you in here. Don W. from Hawaii, Oliver B. from California. Okay. Raymond B. from Illinois, Roger M. from California, Patrick B. from North Carolina. Okay. Sylvia R. from Texas, Nicholas D. from Connecticut. I apologize if I haven't read your name yet. Apologize. It takes me about, again, 6-7 minutes before I see your name populate in our database. I thank you guys as each of you actually do sign up in here. Okay. If you have questions and further questions, I'll give you that in just a moment. All right. 100 custom indicators and scans. When I'm talking about custom indicators and scans, okay, you don't have to have thinkorswim. A lot of what we have here, like auto expected moves, okay, we have multiple codes, multiple trading applications, okay, but there's so many like cool, like individual customized scans in here. We'll give them all to you. We don't like once you're part of Theo Trade, you're part of Theo Trade. Okay, you get everything that we have, and that's important to us. Okay, daily and weekly coaching sessions. So there's constant live mentoring. We are in the chat room. We are in the chat room live. Timely market updates to guide you through your trades. You ask questions, get answers in real time. $3,000 value. Okay. Theo Trade ideas. These are trade setups. We're constantly, okay, providing you different trade setups. Okay. Not only the 3 trades a week, not only the 3 trades a week, we trade throughout the course of the day. For those of you that want intraday trading, you want to sit there like, trade intraday. We're ready for you. Okay. Bring the pain. Okay. Because it's fun right now. Because this marketplace, it's Mr. Toad's wild ride. This is another $2,000 value. Okay. You're just in the room trading with us. Corey Rosenblum is going to be on in the next few minutes over here, we're going to talk about trade setups. Okay. Enhance your profitability with tested high probability setups. Okay. Look, this is Total Theo Unlimited. It's the most comprehensive, the most complete trading education anywhere. Obviously, we're now also giving you, okay, we're giving you all of these trades with it, right? So all access pass to masterclasses, live coaching tools, trade with confidence, okay, thousands, okay, of individuals that are leveling up their trading with Total Theo Unlimited in here, okay? Again, to run down everything that you're going to get in here, I'm going to go actually into the site in a second and do this. Look, I also want to throw this out. If you need us, call us. If you need us, call us 623-244-5657. Again, 623-244-5657, theotrade.com/TT. Again, theotrade.com/TT. Okay. I also want to remind each and every one of you, there's a 90-day money back guarantee. I glossed over that. Okay. But I want everybody to know if you're not satisfied in the next 90 days, okay, just go to support@theotrade.com. There's nothing in this industry for $1,000. There's nothing anywhere for $1,000 that is going to give you the value that we're going to give you here. Look, the reason we do the 90-day money back guarantee, we want people that want to be here. Okay. We have by far and away the most robust, not just archives, but the more robust trading, okay, group in the entire industry. Okay. Hands down. Like this is it. No one has, okay, this level of membership. And again, Theo Trade for $9.97, you're joining for an annual. But we understand, like sometimes life gets in the way. There's no excuses, no questions, no commentary needed. It's only $1,000. Okay. Just email us, ask for your money back. Okay. No problem with it. But I wanted to throw that out there. And we do this. Okay. Look, there's a class coming up next week. Get into Theo Trade now. Get into Theo Trade now. There's 100 spots. Okay. There's 100 spots open on the Total Theo Unlimited Riskless deal. And we've never, by the way, never done a riskless offer like this with Total Theo and a class coming up next Friday. Okay. And again, there is a class coming up next Friday. Pull up the enrollment form once again for those of you that questions on here. The email address, make it a valid one. I know that you can always like kind of cloak your email address, but a valid email address in here. It's important. We are texting, emailing, and doing push notification. Okay, push notification right to a mobile application. We offer all three. Okay, we have clientele all over the world. So we're hitting you at one time. Like when I actually push out 3 trades a week, okay, when I'm pushing out 3 trades a week, I got people in Australia, I got people in Singapore and Canada. Okay. You name a continent, we're pretty much on it. Maybe not Antarctica so much, but okay, we're all over the world. So there's a lot of different mediums out there. Email, push notification typically work anywhere in the world, but we also have text messaging, but a valid phone number as well. As I said, the Total Theo Unlimited Annual, it's $9.97. You have a money back guarantee on it. Okay. You got to feel comfortable. You got to make sure it's for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, we want people though that want to be here. Okay. And there's just no risk in Theo Trade. There never has been, there never will be. Okay. And that's super important to us. By the way, a couple more names. I think I got Frederic from Iceland. That is awesome. I was just talking about like different continents and so forth. Okay. And somebody from Iceland comes in here. Okay. By the way, you are not our first client from Iceland. Okay. I think we've pretty much hit, in terms of countries, we have well over 100 different countries around the world that we've got Theo Trade. It's kind of cool. We have geolocation on. I know some of you guys use a VPN, but we have geolocation on. So cool to see everybody. Like there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people logged on to Theo Trade at one time. Where everybody's coming from is awesome. Victor C from Singapore. Awesome. I spent, by the way, a lot of time in Singapore. I actually opened up Thinkorswim in Singapore back in 2008 and 2009 timeframe. So getting a Total Theo now. Look, there's 100 spots on the riskless deal. And we do that to incentivize you guys to enroll now. Okay. We have unlimited email mentoring in here, which literally means when I say unlimited email mentoring, okay, you can email us. That alone, like there's nobody else to call out there anymore. That alone's worth $1,000. Look, send us your trades. you can bounce trade ideas off of this as well. So a little bit of Q&A here. Okay. Again, it's 623-244-5657 if you need somebody to talk to. Let me answer a couple of general questions and then get very, very specific in here. So people constantly ask as they come on here, and I'm going to deviate for a second because I want to make sure that everybody's good. I got to make sure I'm good too. So I am checking a number of positions here as we come into the last 30 minutes of the trading session. Things are getting crazy. Okay. By the way, this is the market, and I'm serious. Um, this is the market. At least, we do the best. Okay. We had a marketplace that looked like it was going to have a rip roaring rally over here, just sold back off. And we were up, look at this, resting to 50, 60 and selling back off by 30 more S&P points. Okay. This is not a time to panic. This is a time to sit back and say, this is where you start screaming. Okay. These are good things. And it's one of the hardest things for people to kind of wrap their arms around, that volatility, the market's selling off. Like, I get it. It's not good for your 401k. Enroll here. Okay. I will help you with the 401k immediately. Immediately. You send us an email and we will help you with your 401k. Okay. Even if it means, like, look, pull the ripcord, get out of a portion of it. There's, by the way, I appreciate the comment in chat. I'm a member for years. Okay. So, and also a lifetime member, by far the best trading service available. And I appreciate that because, like, we put forth everything. And like in this business, if there's something that you need, okay, it's important to us. We're going to provide it to you. What do you need to get started? Laptop, internet connection. Frankly, you don't even need a laptop anymore. Okay. Just look, use an iPad. It's fine. Actually, everything we do, you can do off mobile now too. We have everything you're going to need to get started. If there's something you need in this business to get started, okay, to understand something, you ask us, we'll get it to you. This is a yearly membership, okay, to Total Theo Unlimited, right? This is a yearly membership. Few more names: Philip P. from Texas, Larry F. from Florida. Again, I'm just reading off names as I see them. Okay. I want to thank each and every one of you, by the way, for as you do enroll. Okay. And if you need anything, you hit us, support@theotrade.com, because you guys are going to be shocked how fast we get back to you too. Our email team is like, we really bulked up our email team recently. Rita S. from California. All right. So it's a yearly membership to TheoTrade. It's $9.97. We're now providing 3 trades a week. Okay. Now, 3 trades a week. We give you a weekly video update so you can follow all the moves we make. Every Friday, I report a video. That video, okay, is 10 to 12 minutes long. It's all the trades that I did throughout the course of that week. The video will come out tomorrow morning. Okay. So every single week, there's a weekly little video, because not everybody tunes in every single day. Like, I get it. Okay. We give you access to TheoTrade Mobile. You can get push, text, email notification. So we have our own app on the App Store. We have an app on the App Store. And with that app on the App Store, that's how we can do push notifications. But you can also watch the archives on here too. Okay. I'm not big, like, looking at my phone, watching like YouTube videos and so forth. But we now stream, like live, you stream it on your iPad and so forth. It's great. David Y. from Tennessee, John O. from Singapore, Jack E. from Michigan. So it's kind of cool as I'm reading off names over here. I traveled all over the world for about 15 years for Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrades. I've been everywhere, But Singapore, by the way, if you're in Singapore, chili crab. For those of you that are visiting Singapore, go get the chili crab. You must find the chili crab. One of the greatest things I've ever eaten, bar none. By the way, if you're from Singapore, okay, please chat in. All right, let's continue over here. Edwin P. from New York, got you over there. I think Jack D. from Michigan already got you, but Edwin P. from New York. Okay, all right, onward over here. The next on here, cell phone number. Make sure to put your cell phone number down when you're enrolling. Okay, because you're going to get alerts, obviously, via text message. You can email us anytime. That's important to me too. Email us anytime. Response within 24 hours. Okay. I'm very forthright in saying, send us trade related questions. You don't have to come at a question like, like people hit us with these hypotheticals. I was hypothetically in this trade. Look, I've carried every brokerage license imaginable. Okay. You don't have to hypothetically anything. Okay. You think about the team here at TheoTrade. Okay. I've had every brokerage license. Jeff Bierman's have had every brokerage license. Okay. Blake Young's had his brokerage licenses. It just goes on and on and on and on. Like our crew here has 100+ years of experience. Okay. Not only in trading, but behind trade desks as well. There's no like it's like there's no question that's going to shock us. We've seen everything. Most of us actually traded, okay, and ran part of Thinkorswim during the financial crisis. That was interesting. By the way, I could go off days of stories from the financial crisis. It's that wild. Email us anytime. Trade related questions, we'll get back to you. Variations of the trades that we do here: IRA, retirement account, $2,000 in the account. Now, I hit that a couple of times. That's important to me. Okay. I'm not going to do anything wild and woolly in the 3 trades a week. I want everybody to be able to do that. Okay. By the way, I appreciate that, Timothy P. I've every brokerage license for 26 years. Okay, learned more here than anywhere. I totally appreciate that stuff because, like the brokerage licenses, when you get all your brokerage licenses, I had my Series 3, my 4, my 7, my 24, my 66. I actually flew down to Australia, did the licensing down in Australia, even went up to Canada, did a couple licenses in Canada. You know what that makes me? Absolutely nothing. It makes me good at taking tests. I was the only one that was like, I was young. He's like, he's young. Let him do it. He actually remembers college. I flew all over taking these ridiculous tests when it was Thinkorswim because we had to have like registration. What was it in Australia? Like a P4 something. I can't remember. Okay. I do remember taking the Canadian test though. Canada scared me. Okay. I even started licensing in Singapore. That really is the scariest thing. Anyway, uh, we can help you get approved for options trading at several major broker dealers. Okay, that's important to us as well. If you want to trade anything and everything, okay, we'll actually show you where to go. Obviously, you can see I use Thinkorswim, I use some Tasty. Okay, I go back and forth interchangeably out there, right? And that's important. Okay, look, we'll help you get that clearance. $2,000 in your account. With $2,000 in your account, do any trade you want. Just be a little open-minded to the brokerage firms because somebody goes, I'm only at Fidelity. There's nothing wrong with Fidelity, but Fidelity just don't let you do what you want with your money. They kind of like lock you down, and you know that. Okay. Remember, there's 100 riskless trade spots available. Get results, take action. Enroll for TheoTrade total unlimited now. There's no risk to you. TheoTrade.com/TT. Dean T from Texas. Okay. By the way, Mike was saying, Trader Mike, do we do any futures trading? Oh yeah. We have 3 of our guys just trade futures. Okay. 3 of our team here just trade futures. Like Tony Rago, he's the NASDAQ futures guy. Okay. Corey Rosenblum is an ES futures individual. And then we have Blake Young. Blake actually trades, okay, futures, but he also trades and heavily trades, options in there too. So yes, we definitely do like that. Okay. By the way, I like that SPX is not going my way. Okay. You know what's the irony is? The SPX is not going my way, but I was only up $6,000 in this account right now. Now I'm up 8. Net, how are we doing today? Okay. Just in this account, I'm up 10,000. Tell you what, may have just risked $30, but that's the best $30 I am ever going to lose. Okay. It's the best $30 I'm ever going to lose. And funny enough, I have another opportunity tomorrow. It's the greatest thing about the marketplace. It's open yet another day. Look, I appreciate everybody coming here. I've gone way over my time. Okay. Again, please visit us. TheoTrade.com. Again, TheoTrade.com/TT. TheoTrade.com/TT. I'm going to stay right here inside of the chat room. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Mark G from Michigan, just saw your enrollment come through. Thank you. Terry M from Nevada. Thank you guys. And we're going to stay here. Okay. By the way, options on futures, that's me. Okay. I'm your options on futures individual for sure. Chris I from Colorado. Okay. A lot more are actually piling in over here. So, okay. I like it. I like it. Somebody's asking, I like this one. You started off talking about order flow. What masterclass? Okay. You know what? Sylvia, actually shoot me There's a bunch of classes specifically about order flow. We have a bunch of classes about order flow. I'm happy to actually link you. Actually, if you email us, there's a gentleman by the name of Brian Aponte, and Brian actually knows the archives even better than myself. Okay. When it comes to order flow, though, and like understanding, I love that. That's actually honestly, it's one of my favorite things to talk about because I got to sit behind screens for like 15 years, feet up on a desk, like watching all of your order flow come through. It is amazing what you can learn by watching, especially in days like this. Okay. This is Panic at the Disco right now. Sarah B. from Colorado. Look, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. I'm going to actually turn it over to Corey Rosenblum for the last 15 minutes of the trading session. All right, sit down, tune in, turn in. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Stay in the chat room here to answer a few more questions. Have a wonderful afternoon.